Hi, I want to thank all of you for joining us today. We are pretty excited about what's happening. My name is Robert Steiler. I am the president and co-founder of Power. We're going to go over some major trends that are happening on our planet and how it impacts you. In 1990, I had just got back from 2 years in the Peace Corps, and I joined a small company in San Diego selling environmental products. We ended up becoming the fastest growing privately held company in the United States, according to Inc. magazine. And over 1 million people joined that movement because we disrupted and decentralized product distribution. Now, to disrupt is to radically change. To decentralize is to transfer authority from central to local. Now every industry is being disrupted and decentralized. It's a universal global macro trend that is being called the third industrial revolution. Every major social shift has happened from the people, by the people, for the people. And our world is a better place because these brave souls took a stand and said, I am going to make a difference. I am going to stand up for what I know to be true. We're going to show you three major economic shifts that are happening right now, plus the secret of how and why they're happening. Then we'll uncover the fourth shift, by far the biggest. And you can lead this movement, creating both income and impact. Now, with media, we have gone from passive consumers being fed by central systems to distributed and diversified content creators. Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube do not create any content. You create the content, you build the audience. You look at some trends like Kony 2012 or Gangnam Style or the Ice Bucket Challenge. They created hundreds of millions of dollars of earned media. In the new media, you now have more power. In 2007, three guys who were too broke to pay rent threw up a website to rent air mattresses in their apartment to people coming into town for a conference. After the conference, people started emailing them, asking if their website was going to be available in Buenos Aires or London or Japan. Now, fast forward 8 years, Airbnb is worth $25 billion, and it's the largest hotel chain in the world. They disrupted and decentralized hospitality by making it so anyone with a spare room could be their own hotel. You now have more power. The old model of hailing cabs and calling into dispatch and waiting, hoping they would ever show up, has been replaced. You now just open your smartphone, press a button, it geolocates where you are and sends a car directly to you. You actually see the driver on their way. You don't need to pull out cash or anything. It's all handled from the app. Consumer and creator, disruption and decentralization. Now anyone can make money in the transportation industry. You now have more power. Every one of these companies is built by you. From the palm of your hand, you have the power to change the world and change industries. And we're preparing to do this in the biggest industry on planet Earth. These social entrepreneur platforms have created billions in value by disrupting and decentralizing established industries. So what's next? Energy is the largest industry in the world. It's centrally controlled, it's dirty, and it's inefficient. Together, we have the power to create the world we all know in our hearts is possible. Now, remember, people plus platform equals opportunity. Technology can decentralize the production of energy and the creation of wealth. Our household energy needs have skyrocketed over the last decades. And it's not just us. The world is hungry for energy and the populations are staggering. If everybody in the world lived at our level of energy consumption, we would need 20 Earths. It's not sustainable. More dirty energy equals more big problems. The biggest problem we need to solve this century is the production and consumption of energy. People should take this quite seriously. That's from Elon Musk. The solution rises every day. We have this amazing thermonuclear reactor in the sky that fuels all life on Earth. It provides more energy than we could ever use, but we're just learning how to harvest it economically, and it will change everything. UBS Bank recently downgraded all of their utility stocks, saying solar and batteries is going to turn the energy industry upside down. See, the old model is centralized. You burn coal to boil water, to spin a turbine, to create dirty energy in a centralized pollution factory, and then you distribute it out through wires. The new model is decentralized. Crystals on your roof transform sunlight into clean energy. It's like Planet of the Apes versus Star Trek. Now, energy and information creates economic revolutions. When coal and steam combined with the printing press, we had the first industrial revolution. When oil and internal combustion engine combined with radio, telephone, and TV, we had the second industrial revolution. When decentralized renewable energy combines with the internet and people, we're going to have the third industrial revolution, and it will completely dwarf anything that came before it. It's a $1 trillion new energy grid. It's a world powered by light. Now, commodities, coal, oil, and gas, are inherently scarce. They run out, the price goes up. Technologies, which solar is, as they improve, the technology improves, the price goes down. As the price goes down, the market goes up. The cost of solar has come down by 80% in the last 6 years, and the market's gone up like a hockey stick. Now, here's a prediction by Bloomberg New Energy Finance. They're showing what's happening to the fossil fuel industry and what's happening to the renewable industry, and solar is the fastest growing trend. Now, change happens fast when it happens. I'm not going to go through each one of these, but let's just look at the horse to the car. In 1918, 7% of US families had a car. In 1929, 60%. What happened in those 11 years? It was financing. See, a car takes about a year of somebody's salary, so most people couldn't afford it. But once they figured out if they could do a low down payment or zero down, and people paid a low monthly fee they could afford, 60% of the population suddenly took action. And that's what's happening with solar right now. See, it used to be, it took tens of thousands of dollars to get solar on your roof. It didn't make economic sense. Now it's literally zero down. There's no money out of your own pocket, and you save money from month one. And every month you save more money as utility rates go up. You can see this dramatic increase in the last decade. It's just going up like a hockey stick. So what we're doing, we are introducing the new power grid, and it's being built by you. Just like Uber, just like Airbnb, just like all of these trends, we're giving the power to you. You simply invite and build your grid. You tell people, they click a link, they're part of it, and then right from the palm of your hand, you can track and grow your grid. You can invite homeowners to Clean Solar, and the best thing about it, all you do is click submit, and Solar City, our partner, calls your customer within 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes, they get a phone call, so you don't need to know all the answers. You don't need to be the expert. You just say, hey, would you like to discover how much you can save? And you track their progress. Through our app, you see exactly where they're at, what's happening, what is the chance of them converting with the stage that they're at. It's all in the palm of your hand, the power to create change. You see your income and your impact right there. The new platform for the new energy grid. We put you in power. Now, when Jonathan and I first started talking, Jonathan Budd is the CEO and co-founder and just an amazing individual. He made $10 million before he was 26 years old teaching people how to use new technologies. So when we started talking about what we could put together, we were like, okay, who are we going to partner with? Who's the first person we're going to connect with? And we thought, Sir Richard Branson. And then we're like, no, there's only one person in the world we can partner with. And so we did. Our first partnership was with Solar City, co-founded by Elon Musk. Now, if you don't know the name Elon Musk, 60 Minutes recently did a news story, and they said there are only 4 entities that have put a space capsule into space and brought it back to Earth: the United States, Russia, China, and Elon Musk. He has a huge vision of what he wants to do with technology, and our goal is to be the distribution channel for these new technologies, for the new grid. Now, we want to get 2 million homes on solar in the next decade through our network. Now, this shift We'll put $1 billion in wealth to the social entrepreneurs who help us build this new grid. There are 4 phases to our growth. Right now, we're in what's called stealth mode. This goes on until October 17th. We're doing very controlled growth. We're only talking directly to people we know and networking out very carefully because we want to build the core. We want to get the heart space. At October 17th, we're doing our major launch in La Jolla, California. Now, if there's any way you can get there, you do not want to miss this event because it's when we create the first viral growth. A lot of our online tools we've been developing for 22 months will be launched at that point. We've got amazing speakers like Bill and Lynn Twist from the Pachamama Alliance. I mean, it's going to be an event that people will be buzzing about for a long time. But our massive viral growth is going to happen on January 1st. That's when all the tools are going to be released. And then our final phase is when we have category creating products. Because once we build our network and we have hundreds of thousands or millions of people across the world, we can go to any new innovation or product. We can say, listen, you can go the old route. You can go to venture capitalists. You can, try to get distribution, all the old things and give away control of your company. Or you can work with us. Your customers will become your partners. We'll become your voice in every community around the world, and we'll get your market and your product on worldwide distribution practically overnight. Once we build this grid, we can add any new product and you can monetize it forever. Any new product we add simply creates an additional income stream for the work you already did. Everyone has a role to play. The first thing you do is just get in the grid, sign up. It's absolutely free. And you can join us. You can tell somebody about solar. You'll make $250 if they just go solar. And all you do is click a couple of buttons. Now, if you're a homeowner, you obviously want to go solar because you'll save money right now and you'll save more over time. If you really want to help us lead this, then partner up. Become part of the business. It's a one-time fee of $299. And what you get for that is an online university training you how to be a social entrepreneur. You get a license for our software. We will track, do all the accounting for your entire grid worldwide as it grows. You'll be able to see it from the palm of your hand as new people join. We've put about $1.5 million into this technology so that we can be the massive shift. We're going to do something that has never been done on planet Earth. We're going to create a distribution channel like no other. And you're going to be able, when you're sitting there in the future and your grandchild is on their knee and they go, what did you do when the big shift was happening? You're going to say, you know what? I got an invitation and I decided I am going to take action. I am going to do what I believe. I am going to live my values, and I'm going to lead this movement with a group of people who want to make a difference on the planet, and we are going to shift the way things work, and we are going to create the world we all know in our hearts is possible. Our greatest renewable energy is the human spirit. Help us create a world powered by light. Get back with the person who told you about power and let them know how you want to play.